MLB The Show has baseball. Digging in, the switch hitter, Lee. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. First delivery to him on the way. Liner toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives into the alley. Great chance now with two runners in scoring position.
Digging in to try it again. Lee, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kelly is in pursuit. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ready once again, Alan Cordoba. It was a walk in his last trip.
Alan Cordoba.
Up the middle. To his left, Lee. And there are two away now. Digging in once again, Lee. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And wow, that got out onto Utah Street. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on.
Lee will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Kelly will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Striding in once again, Jesse Lopez. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. Good to short. Lee is right there. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Jays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Matt Strahm with his 4th win this season. Elliot Cedeno is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Eric Ritchie closes the door for the save, his 16th of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays.
Saturday night baseball. Stepping in for the Jays, Lee. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
There he goes to first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second. So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Hit on the ground out to short. Lee on throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Eric Gonzalez. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So nothing. Leading off the inning, Lee, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jesse Lopez earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Weakly to the left. Lee range. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Jorge Bonifacio. It was a walk in his last trip. Ball sent back up the middle. Lee takes it. And that's the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Lee, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Number 17 for him on the season. And the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Digging in and looking for more. Lee, he went deep last time up.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. On the ground is short. This could be 2. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get it. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Boog Powell. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Hard hit ball to short. He's got it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. They lead it 6. It ends at a 6-2 finish. The Baltimore Orioles took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the daytime baseball here on. Coming to the plate now, Lee, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. A ball and no strikes. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Trying to get on kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
3-1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
But he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4. Next to bat for Toronto, Lee reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just a tick behind for a strike.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over.
Batting ninth.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Go.
To the left side. Lee comes up with it. And that's the second out. Ready for another shot now. Lee, he got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First things first, here's a throw over. And the runner back easily. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant. Stepping into the box, Lee. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Gomez is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. In now for the O's, Jesse Lopez.
Number 0, Jesse Lopez.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. There's one. On to first to complete the double play. Now to the plate, Lee, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Number 3.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now in the box, Darryl McClellan, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Oh, by 1, all they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint.
Ready now for Baltimore, Miguel Gomez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Bounce to first. He's right there. He'll go to the bag for 1, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So striding forward now, Lee 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
In the dirt here, goes to third with it, and he is in there at third as the possible tying run. So now 2 men in scoring position. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jorge Bonifacio. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Lee has a play. He's got it 1 away. A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Blue Jays crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. From Little Havana, just west of downtown Miami, we've got baseball. Stepping up now, Lee has got that average up near the 340 mark to start play, so he's liable to have an impact in this one as well. Fly ball out toward left center field. Ramos is there, 2 gone. Up next from Miami, Kenny Leone. It was an 0 for 4 day for him in yesterday's loss. On the first baseline. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Throw into third. And he's safe.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
So coming to the plate, Fred Oaks. And they're runners at the corners now. Round down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Really good team at that.
Settling in now, Lee, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Merced stands at second with 2 gone. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
High in the air out to center field. Ramos is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Dan Vogelbach is next. He topped out in his first trip. Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike taken to throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Now at the plate, Lee will go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Set to deliver the 0-1. Turned on down the line. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first.
Ready now for the Marlins, Fred Oaks. He got called out on strikes his last time through. The 1-1 home. Full play ball to second. 4 right to him. And on to first, and they turn the double play. Stepping in, Sergio Sanchez. He singled his last time up. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Round to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Stepping into the box, Lee. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. Vina stands at first with 1 out. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. And this one's in the dirt. Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base. The 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ramos is under it. And that retires the side. Digging in once again, Manny Machado. No hits to this point. Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hard to short. Backhanded. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Dan Vogelbach. And he's looking to add on to his 2 RBI game from early. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Toronto rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. First open back in. Coming to the plate now, Lee, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
0-2, here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Geronimo scoops it up, and there's out number 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lee. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. Hara is off at first with 2 away. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Still 1-2. Again, a 1-2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
And he'll dive back in safely. 3rd inning, no score to this point. And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Striding in once again, Fred Oakes. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lee has it. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. Digging in and looking for more, Richie Geronimo. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. The 2-2. On its tailor-made to short, 6. 3, apparently, as he decides not to go after the double play that could have gotten him out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Sam Boovie. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Ready for another chance. Lee, no hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And the changeup is way low that time.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
2-0 now. Hold strike on the change, 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Right over the middle, knee high. Here now the 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, McKee looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Dan Vogelbach is next. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike called. Now the throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try something else. Now we're seeing a single could be up.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Here's Manny Machado now.
The shortstop, number 13, Manny Machado.
Machado now on 0-1. This is on the ground to short. Could be 2. One there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Doesn't come much easier.
Ready for another shot now. Lee, he flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And a relay home. And he is out on the tag. Jays leave a pass.
Now batting, first baseman, Brian Sierra.
The short hit hard. There's one.
Out.
On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
So digging in now, Lee, and he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Hit hard to third, and that's through into left field for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball. Digging in, the switch hitter, Lee. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Three-run home run down the line in right. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Manny Machado. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. The 3-2 now. This won't get by the shortstop, as he's there to take it in for the third out. Marlins leave. Stepping in for the Jays, Lee. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Back up the middle. On to first, and there were 2 down. At the plate, Lee comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it, but it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Ready once again, Richie Geronimo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on.
Digging in to try it again, Sam Boovie. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here's the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in. Digging in now, Lee. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300.
Ouch, that one hit him.
The pitcher is acting innocent, but I saw it in real.
Up next from Miami, Kenny Leone. He singled his last time up.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we. innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing, fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And there's one away. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Amuri Ramos.
Amuri Ramos.
The ground out to short. Gets dirty, and the throw. Safe. Nearly a remarkable play, but scored a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. Next to bat for Toronto, Lee. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Another full count offering on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. A dive, and he knocks it down. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Ready now for the Marlins, Richie Geronimo. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Hit back up the middle. Lee ranges to his... And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Coming to the plate now, Lee. He's homered and doubled in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush.
Into the box, Maurice Lunsford. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Maurice Lunsford.
Back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Everything done right, Dan.
11-9 is how this one ends. The Toronto Blue Jays hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Matt Strom earned his 5th win of the year. Folks just finishing up their work week, making their way into Rogers Center here in Toronto. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jeffrey Matlock. He's hitting just above the banner 300 mark on the season coming into this one. To short. Lee gloves it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Digging in, Lee is currently 4th in the AL in RBIs, and he's got a chance to add to that total right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Late that time for a strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they got beat up on the homestand. Losing record in front of the home crowd, never good. But I always used to say, sometimes it's good to get on the road. Remove yourself, get out to a restaurant, see a different city, shower it off, and try and fight in front of some hostile fans.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Line drive, base hit. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout.
Coming to the plate now, Lee looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And a ball 1-0. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Now in the box, Lee. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
1 run scores. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 7-0, and he is in there.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style, first pitch, base hit up the middle.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He was a ground out victim last time up. 1-1. Ground to short. Lee fields it clean. And there are 2 away now. Settling in now, Lee. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3. Ryan Healy would be next. The 3-1. Full count now, 3-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Popped him up. Peterson shading to his right, and that ends the inning. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Tommy Rodriguez.
The designated hitter, Tommy Rodriguez.
Set to deliver the 0-1. On the line at first. Healy brings it in, and he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second. Up next for the Rays, Sam Peterson.
The catcher, number 13, Sam Peterson.
0-1, here's the pitch. Ball grounded to short. This could be two. To second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quick. Stepping in, Jeffrey Matlock. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. To the left side, to his right, Lee. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. 7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Toronto Blue Jays put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Robbie Velasquez earns win number 7 on the season. The show's got baseball for you on a Saturday night north of the border here at. Stepping in, Lee. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
Number 3.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High in the air and deep to left center field. Margot going back on it to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. Striding into the box, Lee 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Lee is slugging over 600. That's an elite level if you're not already aware, so he's got to be dealt with very carefully by opposing arms. Lee has all the necessary skills to play great defense on the left side of the infield, and it makes him really fun to watch. He can pick it with the best of them, but what sets him apart is the huge arm. It's accurate, it's incredibly strong, certainly has the ability to uncork a throw and beat a runner when he needs to, and it's impressive to watch.
Yeah, anybody that has the ability to go to their backhand and to absolutely fire a cannon across the infield is a huge asset to have.
And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to. At the plate, Daniel Robertson.
Second baseman, Daniel Robertson.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Lee is right there. And that's out number 2. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. He was a strikeout victim his first trip and then collected a base hit his last time around. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
This could have been much worse.
Striding in, Lee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 is taken down and in for a ball. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Digging in and looking for more, Carter Dickens. He singled his last time up.
Carter Dickens.
Round to second base. This could be 2. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance. Ready for another chance. Lee, and he's over in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. McKnight has room in foul territory, and that's the 3rd out. Ready for another shot now. Howie McKnight. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Hard on the ground toward short. Lee. Throw on to first. 2 gone. A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Jays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. A great Sunday. Next to bat for Toronto, Lee. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs.
And the catcher grabs it to retire. Digging in to try it again, Howie McKnight. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Howie McKnight.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reined in. Second for 1. On to first, and they get them both. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Lee, his last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. He's set, and the pitch. Here's the 0-1. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carter Dickens.
Carter Dickens.
Working for the punch-out and the off. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. For 1. On to first, a double play. Digging in once again, Lee. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments. This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
And that's out number 1. Striding in once again, Jeffrey Matlock. A couple of walks for him thus far.
Jeffrey Matlock.
Short. Lee comes up with it. And that's the 2nd out. Stepping in for the Jays, Lee. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. DeYoung gathers it in. 1 there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. 8-1 is the final score this afternoon. The Rays used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
A manager checks in with his ball club.
We are inside and stepping in, Lee. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. From the stretch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a move over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Hernandez leads off first with one away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s, getting to that one.
At the plate, Lee, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here it comes, 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside. Lee bats left but throws right and stands at 5'11". He's had a great season to this point, and coming into today, he's received the most all-star votes among American League shortstops.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the all-star game, Boney, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Tim LeCastro. It was an RBI triple for him in his first at-bat. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. Striding in now for the Nats, David Dahl. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Runner goes for second. In there. Now the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Check out the lead here. That's about as standard as it gets, and it didn't do him a lot of help on that steal attempt either. Could have been a different.
Into the box now, Lee. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Line toward the gap in left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders. Digging in the switch hitter, Lee, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 1.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating.
Ready once again, Lee. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Row, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches, and if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day, and we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Ready with another 0-2. And this will be fouled away.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. One out, nobody on. Grounded to short. Turner loves it. Throw on to first, and now the Jays are down to their final out. 9-6, the final tally in this one. The Nationals took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Stephen Higgin earns win number 7 on the season. Miguel Diaz couldn't escape. Tuesday Night Baseball. Now at the plate, Lee, first at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. First offering on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. So guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group. Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And he's safe.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make.
So striding in, Tim LeCastro. He was a perfect 4 for 4 in last night's game. Drilled on the ground is short. Played on the. And he'll turn and fire a desperation throw to first. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic. Stepping in, Lee, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way to left center. Frazier on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. And that'll bring in Tommy Joseph. A base hit in his first trip. Hit hard. Lee is up with it. And there's out number 2. And now for Washington, Jorge Alfaro. He flew out in his last at bat. The 2-2. Ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Doesn't come much easier than that.
Coming to the plate now, Lee. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Dahl. 1 away. In now, Lee. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Now the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 1-1 pitch. This one's chopped foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And it gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Start of the 9th inning. A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Nats get their 30th win on the road so far this season.
A player on a less than exceptional team gets a mid-season call from his agent. In the weeks leading up to the trade deadline, a lot can happen.
Afternoon baseball. Stepping into the box, Trey Turner. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Hit on the ground to short. Lee has it. And a good throw gets him one gone. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Digging in, Lee, first at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another snap throw to the bag. And a dive, but he's back in there. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And late reactions, and they got him.
Well, this game is still getting underway, so maybe he wasn't quite awake yet over there at first. Hate to have a guy picked off, but I guess it's better in the first than in the ninth.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games. And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. So coming to the plate, Tim LaCastro. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Hit on the ground out to short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Leading off for Washington, shortstop.
A 1-1. Short. Lee right there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Coming to the plate now, Lee. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Hit in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Dahl. 1 out. Standing in, William Hau-Jyun. He flew out in his last at bat. Shoots this one over to first, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this is...
So here's the cleanup hitter, Tommy Joseph, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an op. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl.
Center fielder.
Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. And a wide throw here as it skips into center field. Digging in now, Lee. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball swung on and hit foul off to the right for the first strike. Now here's the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-1 home. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Frazier looking up, and they have taken the lead. Solo shot here to left. 19th home run for him on the season as the Blue Jays have taken a 3-2 lead. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be...
Ready now, Tim LaCastro. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a... But you only have 27 outs to work with. Oh, it's pretty quick.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Settling in now, Lee. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Now the pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
3-1 to him now. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Scorched to third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking.
Friday Night Baseball now from Fenway Park. Now at the plate, Lee. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
2-1 the count. Now the 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Ray scoops it up. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the... Digging in, Lee, and their runners at the corners now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Third inning, no score to this point. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out. Leave up. Striding in once again, Rick Grimsley. He drew a walk his first time up. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Lee over to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And the runner is in to score from third on what was not a good throw at all. Ready for another shot now, Francisco Mejia. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of it? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Standing in as the potential tying run, Lee, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. He's set. Here it comes. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And that misses. 2-1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Digging in once again, Damian Davies. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here now the 2-2. Liner towards short. And there are 2 away now. Ready once again, Lee. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count.
Digging in to try it again. Lee, he got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he misses with it, 1-1. 3 runs already home here. The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. De La Rosa is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jim Ray. He flew out in his last at-bat. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. On the ground out to short. Lee ranges. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out. 8-3 tonight. The Blue Jays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Everett Frazier earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Antonio Gallego. MLB Network's coverage. Next to bat for Toronto, Lee. First at bat for him as he enters play 3rd in the American League batting race. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is. Digging in for his 2nd at bat, Lee. They've got 2 already home in the inning and a potential 3rd waiting in the wings only 90 feet away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s. You ain't doing much with that.
And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball, 1-1. Hernandez stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. Bounce towards the mound. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And digging in the switch hitter, Lee, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Moving under it, Davies, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Striding in, Lee, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Don't expect this pitcher to overthink this right here. You get an ugly swing like that, rinse and repeat.
Chop foul at the plate here, and it's 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Hard hit at 3rd. And that's through into left. So a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Hey, D-Row, there's a case of trying to sneak a piece of cheese by a guy after starting him off with back-to-back off-speed pitches. Has him 0-2 and can't get that fastball by.
Yeah, you're
Digging in and looking for more. Lee, he comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards 2nd. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Toronto Blue Jays led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Sunday after. In now, Lee. First chance for him here in the top of the 1st with nobody on. First pitch on its way. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. On to Lansdowne and gone. A solo shot here to left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Next up for the Red Sox, Alexis De La Rosa. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. Hard on the ground is short. To his right, Lee. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Lee, he went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run. Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Check swing grounder to the right side. Hernandez, base runner at first with 1 out. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3 on a nice dig at first, and the inning is over. Striding in for Boston, Damian Davies. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better pause than he does against right-handers. Hara gonna have to hurry. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping into the box, Lee. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. In his career, Lee has an eye-grabbing batting line, one that resides above the 340 plateau.
Yeah, Matty, I know in today's game, batting average isn't held in high regard, but for a career to be north of 300, you're doing it.
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Set to deliver on 2-1. Smoke toward the hole. A diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single. Ready for another chance, Damian Davies. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Is up and tomahawks this to short. And quickly there are 2 away. Stepping in, Lee. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. So 1-1. Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Digging in, Francisco Mejia. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Stepping in for the Jays, Lee. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Number 3.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he got him. Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Jason McGinnis earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Eric Ritchie hammers down the save, his 22nd. So that'll just about do it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire closing in on first. At the plate, Lee. Good opportunity for him to add to his season RBI total here, which currently sits as third best in the American League. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Cabrera over to his left, and he brings it in on the warning track. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays start. Stepping up now, Mike Ullman. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. On the ground out to short. He's got it. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Settling in now, Lee. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First offering on its way. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Next for New York, Nicholas Cabrera. He reached on a single in his first try. The windup and the 0-1. Round to the left side. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Stepping in, Brian Gillespie. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Working for the punch out, and a bouncer up the middle. Barehanded for one. On to first. Man alive, what a double play. And the inning is over. So they let him off the hook here. So stepping in, Lee hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. He's held in check. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Leading off for the Yankees.
Stepping up to the plate, Cleveland Rucker. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This guy would like to do from the left side. A little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
So striding in, Nicholas Cabrera, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Hit ball to short. Lee is there. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready now, Lee, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
1-0 the count. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
The 1-2. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Now at the plate, Mike Ullman. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. To short. Lee fields it cleanly. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1. Tonight's game comes to an end. 5-1 the final score. The Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked. Tuesday night bait. Digging in now, Lee comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. And a check swing here, appealed down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up, ball 1. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 5.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch. Digging in now for the Yankees, Hank Pack, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Hit to short. Lee comes up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. With that, it's time to check out. Striding in once again, Lee so far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming, here it is. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gillespie racing back, still going back. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
Digging in and looking for more. Lee is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Mata, the runner at third. Hara at second. Merced on at first with nobody out. Shot toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And they'll add one more to the lead. It's now a 5-1 ball game.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat to ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Ready for another chance. Lee, he's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line towards center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first down. Stepping in and ready for another shot. Lee, he lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch on its way. He's running. A bouncer to the left side. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
A little 2-out lightning could turn into something big right here with the runner being in motion. Batter finds a knock, and now we got 1st and 3rd and damage on the way.
Digging in to try it again. DeAndre Schmoll. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. And that's the first out.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Toronto Blue Jays took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very. From 161st Street here in the Bronx, MLB The Show. Larry Fox will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that is a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be.
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Gone into Monument Park. Two-run shot to straightaway center, number 22 on the year, as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Boy, this guy's hot right now. Hit a bomb yesterday and hit another tape measure shot today. When he gets hot, he hits them in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Next for New York, Enrique Merced, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers. Over 300 against right-handed pitching.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Lee. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
The last at bat, Matty V.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, and the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
D-Rose, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Stepping into the box, Rodney Barker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 0-1, here's the pitch. Got on the ground is short. Lee has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. On. Ready for another shot now. Lee, he went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. First offering on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1 home. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate. The count holds at 2-2. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hot shot to third. Oh, what a dive to first. How about that? Digging in once again, Victor Mejia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Softly hit here to the left side. And this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. Yeah. Ready once again, Lee. He's driven in 4 already, and yet another big RBI opportunity for him right here.
Matt, they couldn't have asked for anyone to hit better in this spot than this guy right here. He looks dialed in at the plate right now.
0-1 the count. And he lays off for ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes over to third, and it's too late as he's in there. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. On a line to shortstop, and it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the 1 out. Lee will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed. 1 ball, no strikes the count. 2-1 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Digging in now for the Yankees, Rodney Barker. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going full innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Lee is under this one, and he's got it for out number 1. Next will be the cleanup hitter, DeAndre Schmoll.
Third baseman, DeAndre Schmoll.
Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win.
Thursday night baseball. Stepping in for the Jays, Lee, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season, and he just manages to get his hand in. First pitch coming, here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistake in location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. 24 home runs for him on the season as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Jose Arrojo. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against than he does against right-handers. What a play, and that ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lee. He hit a two-run jack in his first at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball two. Here now the 2-2. This is line to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that. Digging in the switch hitter, Lee. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. One run is scored. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there, D-Rose.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these.
Stepping in, Jose Arrojo. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jose Arrojo.
Hard hit ball to short. And there's one down now. All right, so time now for the Blue Jays Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects performing at high levels in the upper minors. Here's the 1-2 delivery. On the ground out to short. Lee over to his left. Throw gets him, 2 down. Lee will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 8 runs, 11 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Drilled on the ground to short. To his left, Broadway. On to first, and it's dropped. Luckily for him, though, there'll be no advance. So next to the plate for the Royals, Darryl Correa. He singled his last time up.
Correa.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. Next to bat for Toronto, Lee. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Boy, talk about having a day, D-Bro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it.
So here's the Royals DH, Darryl Arrojo. A runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Back to the mound. Can they turn it? There's one. But they won't get two as he beats the relay to first. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Anderson Camacho starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
13-5 at the end of all the action. The Jays wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Robert Gesellman earns win number 7 on the season. Trevor Williams struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Everett Frazier takes the rare 3-inning save, his second. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
4 hours and 16 minutes.
Friday Night Baseball. Digging in, Lee having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts it in. Digging in now, Jamal Wiggins. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Wiggins.
To short. Lee takes it in. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired.
Leading off for the Royals, left fielder, Juan.
On the ground out to short. To his right, Lee. And that's out number 1.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto...
In now, Lee. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 0-2, here it comes. And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The next 0-2. Line drive, fair ball down the line. Merced is on his way home. Vina rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play. The throw, and he's tagged out at third. But on the play, 2 runs come across to score. At the plate, Lee 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And now a pitch on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. Leclerc has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level. And when you look at his whip over those innings, it's not a particularly pretty number, over 1.5. So he's often dealing with a lot of traffic on the base paths, unfortunately. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Leclerc has some of the absolute best strikeout stuff in the game today, at least among bullpen arms. His strikeouts per 9 is a number that's usually through the roof.
This guy was tailor-made, Matty V, to be a relief pitcher.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away. And stepping up now, Lee. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. drilled down the line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. 9 men come to the. So coming to the plate, Lee. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave up. Next will be the designated hitter, Darryl Farr, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this. Guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throw on to first in. Elias Diaz the next to hit.
The catcher, number 33.
So 1-1. Swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Lee moving. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over. 10-2 the final in this game. Toronto scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Miguel Diaz. MLB The Show. Now at the plate, Lee. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate as he currently leads the American League in runs driven in. Here's the first pitch to him. And a check swing here, appeal down to third, but Matthew Ross says he held up. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Camacho giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Jose Arrojo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Lee. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward right center. Fisher moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Derek Fisher the next to bat. Camacho on second. Wiggins is over at first with 1 away. Play ball to second. 4. He's got it to second. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So stepping in, Lee, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First delivery to him on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Comes set with the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Camacho sprinting after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game. And he's back into second here safely.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Coming to the plate now, Lee is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back. First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. Don't want to forget about him. The 0-1 pitch. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty break.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty.
So digging in now, Dylan Broadway.
Dylan Broadway.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of the baseball team. Bottom.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jose Arrojo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lee has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. Popped him up. Wiggins in foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Toronto Blue Jays came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Dave Dobbs earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Afternoon baseball. Digging in, the switch hitter, Lee, having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the American League in batting average entering play. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
Hara leads off first with 1 away. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A step on the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side. Digging in now for Kansas City, Jamal Wiggins. The average just a few ticks shy of 300 for the season. 2 in this one could put him up over the top. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends it.
Digging in to try it again, Lee 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Goodness, 0-2 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Striding in once again, Lee 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Digging in once again, Derek Fisher. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners off for second. Strike taken. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Ready once again. Lee 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Hit well on the ground to first. And that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D.
Stepping up to the plate, Lee, and his guys need him to get things started here in the top half of the 9th. High in the air down the right field line. Fisher is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner. So a big moment in the ball game here. James Trahan, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run in base. Bounce it to the left side. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th left for Kansas. Ready now. Lee, he flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hard hit ball to short. And he's going to beat the offline throw to first as the first baseman couldn't get the foot back in time. Ready for another shot now, Jamal Wiggins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Lee. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
Inferences drawn from season statistics can sometimes illuminate potential areas of improvement.
Welcome to the Home Run Derby. 8 hitters will battle head-to-head in a single elimination bracket. In each round, the contestants will be given 4 minutes to hit as many home runs as possible. If a contestant hits 2 home runs, 440 feet or further, they will earn an additional 30 seconds of bonus time. Whoever hits the most home runs will advance to the next round until one man is crowned champion. If there is a tie at the end of any round, the 2 contestants will enter a 90-second swing-off. If there is still a tie, the hitters will enter a 3-swing sudden-death swing-off until one man advances. Now that the rules are clear, it's time for the Home Run Derby. The clock is running and the round has begun. There's home run number 1. Hitting first, representing the Toronto Blue Jays, number 3. That's his first home run. That one's out of here. Over the party court. A very long home run. Four home runs now. 3 minutes to go. That's number 5. 30 seconds left. Down and gone. Over the bullpen. That one is out of here. His 13th home run. That ends the round. He ends the round with a total of 14 home runs. And he'll have to hope that's enough to advance. Up to the plate, the challenger, representing the Oakland A's, number 30, Nomar Mazara. Ladies and gentlemen, your Home Run Derby champion, Hau-Jyun.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Ought to be a good one here between the National League All-Stars and the American League All-Stars. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special coverage of the Major League Baseball All-Star Game here on MLB Network. I'll be joined in the booth by Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, but before we turn to them, let's turn to the results of the fan voting for this year's All-Star starters. Final preparations being made on the field. We've got a fun night in store. It's the Major League Baseball All-Star Game on MLB Network. and it comes your way next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, the American League All-Stars.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two men named by their managers to get the ball here to begin this All-Star game. Nelson Park, the right-hander from Korea, gets the starting assignment here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 1-0. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Now a throw over. Oh, and it throws him, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Count remains 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Ready for another chance? Lee, he singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. The 1-1 home is a slider that can't catch the outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. 1 run, 4 hits. No errors thus far for the American League. And not the kind of swing you're looking for. 3-1 as it runs to a full count now. 3-2. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. Striding forward now is the DH. Lee, 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Lindor, base runner at first with 1 out. Off and running is Lindor. A pitch out. The throw on the pitch out pays off as he is nailed at second base.
Well, in my opinion, this one all came down to the catcher's footwork on that throw. That was just perfect. You have to use your feet to get your body into a good throwing position for an accurate throw. He did it just right, and he nabs another base runner.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right, and it's now 6-4.
See here that he tried to stay away from him, attacking the outer half of the plate, but he reached those arms and had enough power to go.
Domingo Pena will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first.
Yeah, that relief performance worked hard. It would have had some wobbly wheels on it. He gave up a couple of runs, but he still gets the save, getting that shaky car across the finish line after all.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The American League used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Mariano Rivera takes home the win. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and the entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious American League All-Stars. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. Left 8 men on base. The American League now claims home field advantage.
Folks just finishing up their... Coming to the plate now, Lee having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. First pitch of the at-bat. Well, right back at him, and it hit him. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Matt Olson. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. On the ground toward short. Backhanded. What a play, and that ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lee.
Number 3.
First pitch on its way. Ball 1. The 1-0 is a slider that can't catch the outside.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
And he goes the other way with it, high and deep down the left field line. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Next to bat for Toronto, Lee. He flew out in his last at bat. Now here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. Chasing after this Hoskins, and a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it, and he'll get in there safely. So a 2-out double here gives him some new life here in this 5th inning. And there you see the Toronto leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks second best on the ball club. The next to bat for Atlanta, Stephen Elam. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Hit back toward the mound. Lee up the middle, and he'll reach first safely.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle.
Coming to the plate again, Stephen Elam, as he'll bat for the second time in the inning. Ball hit on the ground to short. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. But a big inning. Stepping in for the Jays, Lee. He doubled his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball that just misses inside.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Digging in and looking for more. Lee, he singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 25 for him on the year, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling. If you want to know what this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
12-3 is the win. We are in downtown. So striding forward now, Lee come up big in spots like this more than once this year. Currently 2nd in the AL in RBIs. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I know we're getting ready for game 2. But yesterday, man, road trip got off to a great start. They pounded the baseball, pitched, played defense. This team comes in riding high into game 2.
Back up the middle, and a base hit as the run will score from 3rd, and the Blue Jays have grabbed a 1-0 lead.
Hey, that's a big RBI single right there, D-Row. They lost the first game of this series, and they certainly don't want to fall behind and may potentially lose the first 2 games of this set.
Without question, Dan. Offensively, you're just trying to grind it out, give your team a chance, give the pitcher a chance.
At the plate, Lee looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard on the ground toward short. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Settling in now, Greg Bird, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. 1-2, here it comes. Pounded back up the middle. And that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the bat.
Digging in, Lee, and their runners at the corners now. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Beebe waits on it. 1 away. Now at the plate, Lee, his last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch on its way. Liner toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the 2nd out. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Last time through was a base hit.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we, the later innings, down by a bundle. It's time to get some runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now to the plate, Ender Inciarte. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready on 1-2. Short. He's right there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. And 1. At the plate, Lee, 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch on its way. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hit back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in. kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. The ground is short. This could be two. The second for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. 9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Toronto Blue Jays hosted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Robert Gesellman earns his 8th victory of the season. A great Sunday afternoon. Stepping in, Lee. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last. Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Striding in, Byron Buxton. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Up the middle. Lee right there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third.
Into the box now. Lee 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a snap move over to first. Runner back safely. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 26 for him on the season, and it gives the Blue Jays a 4-2 lead.
This guy has been a serious thorn in the side of the staff, homering twice in 3 days. The numbers don't lie. He owns these guys right now.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Ramon Torres. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. The ground out to short. Fielded cleanly, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Braves get a couple of... That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 1-1 home. Drilled right back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit hard back up the middle. He's got it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Braves ready to take his hacks again. Lee, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run. Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit. So stepping in, Jeff Beebe. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here it comes on 0-2. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. On to first, and you can forget about the go-ahead run being on base. He's erased on the double play. In now, Lee, runner in scoring position with two gone. And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
Yeah, the guy's been on.
Stepping in, Lee. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Hats off to that one. Nearly back.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
MLB The Show has. Now at the plate, Lee comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season. Pitch on the way. High in the air out to center field. Howell's under it. And the inning is over. That'll bring in the versatile Pat Valaika. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Grounded to short, to his right. And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue.
Ready now for Baltimore. Howell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 0-1 pitch. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Back for more at Oriole Park after this. Ready for another chance? Lee flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First offering on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 0-1, here it comes. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. Oh, 0-2, here it comes. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. He was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. The 1-2. Gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. And this will work as a sacrifice as they get the out at first, but the runner moves into scoring position at second base. Striding in once again, Benito Ruiz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and he really paid the price at second base, but it's a double play. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Boog Powell. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. First pitch of the at-bat. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead digging in to try it again. Lee, he got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And wow, that got out onto Utah Street. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and that is 27 for him on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Ready to take his hacks again, Lee, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A 2-strike straight changeup, but this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time, and maybe if he gets to 2 strikes, try to use the fastball a little bit more than that straight changeup.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second home run of the game, as this is now a 7-run ball game. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. The 1-1. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below.
Ready for another shot now, Benito Ruiz. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, not any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job. Guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And there's one away. Digging in once again, Lee. He went deep last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today.
Really? Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. Toronto led this game from the third inning on and never. Tuesday night baseball. Digging in the switch hitter, Lee, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
Zero, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a solo shot down the line in left. 29 home runs for him on the year. As the Jays get the game's first tally, it's 1-0.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
In now for the O's, Jorge Bonifacio, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Out toward second. Scooped up to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lee, and he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. 3-0 pitch. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. At the plate, Darryl McClelland. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
McClelland.
And hits this one on the ground to short. Lee. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So they go down without a wimp. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jesse Lopez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 0-1, here it comes. Ball grounded to short. This could be two. One there. Back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get one.
And kids, this is why you...
And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 0-1 delivery. Side. Played on the backhand. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Stepping in for the Jays, Lee comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game.
Lee will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch of the at-bat. A little late on the fastball here as this is bounced foul just off to the left. Strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Digging in and looking for more. Lee, it's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Here comes the first pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Jesse Lopez.
Number 0, Jesse Lopez.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there. Now the throw. Is well behind the play. That's an easy start.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
A player who's just been traded hears from his agent.
Now from the long time. So next to the plate for the Royals, Lee, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The wind up and the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Now the Cubs' four-hole hitter, Dominic Smith, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Ground is short. This could be two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So digging in now for Kansas City. Lee will swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off for right-handed pitchers. Hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Clark ranging up the middle, and the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag. Ready once again. Lee 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Harding is in pursuit, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, the tag, and he's called out trying to stretch two bases into three. So striding in, Lee, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A ball and no strikes.
This game is getting interesting real quick. And the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike now. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Into center field, line drive, base hit. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores from second to make it a 2-2 ball game now.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Tauchman. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second. Now at the plate, Lee. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Now a changeup is bounced to second. Clark is there, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. So in now for Chicago, Andrew Susac. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. It on the ground to short. Throw is dropped at first. And as a result, they're going to have themselves a 1-out base runner. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.
Leading off for the Cubs.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ground out to short. Lee. And the throw is dropped. My gracious. And as a result, the leadoff man will be allowed to reach here. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Angelo Chavez. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. That's a strike to throw down. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. Now at the plate, Lee. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch. That slider down and in. Really the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch.
So striding in, Lee. A 2-out hit and win it. Pass ball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Here's the first pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly, and he is in there. And the winning run is across to score.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you can win this thing in walk-off fashion, what a way to win a ball game. A walk-off win?
In a close game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our tops player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That's a solid day's work for any hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
Friday Night Baseball. Stepping into the box, Lee, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today. This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. The 3-1. And this is taken for ball 4, so it's a 2-out walk here in the top of the first.
Yeah, well, when
At the plate, Lee reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. First pitch coming, here it is. Hard hit ball to short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So with that, the top of the 3rd inning will continue at least one more batter.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't believe you're going to hear me reiterate this.
The next twin up, Kevin Thatcher, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Kevin Thatcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. On the ground is short, could be 2. To second for 1, on to first, and it's dropped. And as a result, they'll be forced to settle for just the 1. Throw on to first won't be in time, so they just get the 1 there. So definite problems on that. Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Thomas Silver. He singled his last time up.
Silver.
On a line to shortstop. Throw back to the bag, and the runner's back in time. Stepping into the box, Lee. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Blackburn moves over, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Lee, it was a fly out for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. The leadoff man's on to start the 8th. Stepping up to the plate, Lee. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First offering on its way. A 2-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left side. From the stretch. And it's 1-1. A 1-1. Misses for the 2nd ball. The 2-1 home. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. He's got it. Throw on to first here is going to do it. And the Twins have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. 10-2 the final in this game. The Twins get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Marco Cortez notches his 3rd win of the year. Trevor Williams couldn't escape the 4th inning. Coverage now of stepping in, Lee, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Shaw moving in. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Striding in, Eric Shaw. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a soft liner, and this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lee. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now he'll reach for a first pitch fastball as this is bounced fouled off to the left. It's strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And even 30 home runs on the year. And the Royals are on the board. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake. And you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Ready for another shot now, Carlos Asensio. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Carlos Asensio.
Short. Lee comes up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing. Digging in and looking for more. Lee comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Bases are empty, one man out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Slaughter has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Eric Shaw. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. On the ground out to short. Lee moving to on to first, and it's dropped. It'll stay right there, though, so there will be no advance. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Leo Fisher, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
It was pretty obvious he would like to.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Thomas Silver. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. A bouncer to the left side. Lee scoops it. And a good throw gets him, one gone. Ready once again, Pedro Anaya. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Good to short. Lee is right there. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Downtown St. Ready for another chance. Lee, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Missed with a breaking ball.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Blackburn ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a solo shot to dead center as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it. Well, that's not exactly how you draw it up. He gave up a long ball to make it interesting, but it was the only run he gave up, and he hangs on to collect the save.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Minnesota Twins led this game from the third inning on. Afternoon base. Digging in the switch hitter, Lee. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out. Shaw will get there, and he puts it away to... At the plate, Edgar Nunez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Round is short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Downtown Minneapolis. Digging in to try it again. Lee, he flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Now the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this striding in once again, Cesar Puello. He popped out in his first trip. Up the middle. Lee on to first, and it's dropped. Luckily for him, though, there'll be no advance. Digging in once again, Thomas Silver. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Thomas Silver.
Line drive to left. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. So next to the plate for the Royals, Lee. He was a double play victim last time around. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
The count now at 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Now to the plate, Lee. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB.